Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we are continuing on with our Rakarth Let's Play. So, let's play. So, one thing I want to do first, because this is something I always forget to do. I've checked this screen every now and then. I can never really bother to change this. But I should. I was going to put everything on sod off, I don't want them. Because having to manage public order is just, it's just not fun. It's just not a fun part of the game. It's kind of pointless. So we're going to make sure that Albion is getting a bunch of slaves. Because basically if we funnel all the slaves into the fewest amount of places, then those few places that we are funneling slaves into, we can get all of the buildings that increase like money per slaves, right? So slave decline does go up the less spread out it is. So there is that as a downside. But it means we can control public order better, because it just means we're babysitting fewer places. So I'm going to try and get them less spread out. Although looking at this, like oh, that's income. Oh, how many slaves we got then? Current slaves. There we go. That's what I need to look at. The Broken Lands, nah. Kothic, nah. Nagaryth, oh, I don't know. You know what? Broken Lands, actually, yes, that's on the mainland. That feels appropriate. And the Straits of Luthern, is that the correct one? Yes, it is. That is where Luthern is. I was going to say, is it Eartane? But no, Eartane is the little one. That is only part of Eartane, because Luthern sits within Eartane, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, there. That should do it. Just those 3 spots. And we'll try and make sure that these all have the additional slave money buildings. Things, probably. Yep. Probably. Yep. Good. Like I say, I never really check that thing. I never really use it. I find it a bit tedious. I just think it's a bit tedious, the whole slave mechanic. Just give me bonus income, or just let this be a resource that I can spend to buy things. You know, we spend it on rights. Just make these rights interesting. You know, make them powerful. Give us some that up income for a while. And then the rate of sort of slaves being depleted would be just the rate that, you know, these would be refreshing, right? The cooldown on these things. I don't know. Something like that. You could put on a slider, spend more slaves on a thing to get more bonuses for it. That feels like a more fun implementation because it's well, because it's optional essentially. If you don't want to have to deal with public order, you don't have to. You know what I mean? But yeah, just sort of like not putting them anywhere just is a waste. You're missing out on a bonus that you don't really want to miss out on. So I don't know. It's a weird system that I just find a bit. It's just not exciting. This is not exciting. I think it was more fun. I think if it was more fun, I wouldn't mind. You know. But yeah, just the downsides bother me. Anyway, enough ragging on Dark Elves. Let's go with the growth. There we go. Done. Come up with Able over here as well. Oh yeah, because we lost a place, didn't we? I remember now. So Elon can go take Arcspan for us, I reckon. And then we're going to bring Kalith Life Quencher down here. Not really sure what we're going to do with Rakarth, honestly. Really not sure. Really not sure. I think he just needs to sort of babysit for a while, because we will be doing just ritual after ritual after ritual. So I guess he'll come down to Luthern, maybe? I'm going to send Admiral Tomalak Barbstorm, I think, probably to Lustria. Because I think him, you know, just ruining everyone's day along the coast of Lustria, that could accrue us quite a few dinosaur friends. And I like dinosaur friends. Also plenty more slaves that we'll get more money out of. You know, I guess if we're going to roleplay it, maybe I'll enjoy the mechanic of collecting slaves a bit more. You know, it'll be a little more fulfilling if I feel I'm actively participating in that. You know, I'm going out of my way to change up the gameplay in order to chase that. You know what I mean? Let's try it. So, that'll do. That'll do. So we're just waiting for Beleg to get Tor Soroya again. So, like I said, we're going to populate it with wolves. This is going to be where all the wolves live, which is going to be great. And, yeah. Yes, power, dark and violent. Breed, wolves. Breed. I love that genuinely works, you know, me joking about it. But that really is the mechanic, isn't it? You colonize, and so a bunch of your army disappears and is absorbed by the, you know, to populate the place. Which I think is a weird thing, just generally. Like, can we just address that? How weird that is? That a bunch of soldiers would be like, oh, let's all retire here in these ruins. It's like, okay. Are your wives coming? What's happening? Like, what is going on? It just seems weird. But when it's just an army of wolves, it's just even more peculiar, because wolves can't really mind the shops and things, you know? Because they're wolves, but oh well, whatever. Do I want this guy to still be in this army, or am I just going to sack him because he's sort of pointless? He is sort of pointless, isn't he? You know, all things considered. He does have an overseer now, though. Someone needs to ensure the enslaved captives cannot run away, and occasionally feed them just enough to remain productive. Yes, I'm sure they do. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. You can't have that now. I've decided. And I just tried to move a bottle out of the way of the screen, because I actually had a bottle that was in the way of this stuff, and I just dropped it. You may have heard that. Just ignore that. So, yeah. Let's build this stuff up, and I don't really want to get rid of all the wolves, and we will probably need this jerk in a second, because in 5 more turns we'll be doing yet another ritual, so there is that. Also, slave market, let's build that up so we can get more slave money. Because, you know, we are putting all our slaves there now. Okay, Noctilus is now trespassing. Oh, so he is. He's got a pretty good looking army too. We will need to declare war on him at some point, which is a bit of an issue. Line breaker, please. I need you to get... Should have gone with slaughter, actually, shouldn't I? Or should I? What are you even getting? So yeah, none of this stuff relates to anything in my army, really. Well, actually, Dreadspears for Linebreaker. Yeah, Slaughter Lord, because I was going to get Shakara a bunch of... hang on, let's have a look. Because I was going to get them Sisters of Slaughter, right? But it's also Witch Elves, Blackguard, and Hargath Executioners. Okay. Yeah. So it really is only... We'd like some Harpies too, though. We'd like some Harpies as well. We'll see. Okay, you need to go get Arcspan. Calith, you head down here. And Rakarth. I think Rakarth might have to go destroy Galleon's graveyard. There's a bunch of treasure kicking around as well, though, like big treasure. So, oh, hello. Hi. Hi, can I reach you? I can. They're going to jog away. Okay, bye, Shakara. So that's their faction leader. So clearly they're not doing so hot these days. I'm sure they are restless. Okay, good. Head to Toran Rock, and then you can set sail and start getting some of these treasures. I think that'll be very profitable. And gives Rakarth something to do for a bit. I mean, there's plenty of things that I probably need to get on with, honestly. But let's just try and get a bunch of money. We can end up with, like, 0 income, and that's fine, provided that we're getting a bunch of treasure from, like, battles and, well, treasure. So that should work out nicely, kind of, in a way. Cool. Alright, you start heading down this way. I will need you to help bombard all this stuff. So let's get you outside and also getting treasure. And we should be able to upgrade like all of our infrastructure, build the biggest garrisons on everything, and just generally have a lovely time. Oh, speaking of lovely time, increase slave production. Lovely time. Also, let's get the actual public order and loyalty on Lords thing, the sacrifice of authority. Just because we can. Might as well, eh? Might as well. Good, let's crack on. And Yorion. Yorion is back. I can't remember who Yorion was. It's okay. It's okay. We don't need to remember. We're the Beastmaster, you know? We're the High Beastmaster, the Beastlord of where's he from again? Karond Kar. I always get those two mixed up. Okay, that'll do. So yeah, he's still milling about. There's usually treasure in that those corpses here. There's usually a good amount of treasure in those. So would like to head that way in a bit. But first,
I will destroy
there goes Arcspan. Lovely. Loot and occupy. And now we can get another commandment. So, increase slave production. Mostly for the growth. The extra slave income is, you know, it's just there. It's just can't avoid it. We just have that. And more black dragons, because obviously, always more black dragons. And now, Student of the Dark Tower. Sounds pretty useful. I do rather like that one. Because Arnsball's Black Horror is a really good ability. It's a really good spell to have. Especially when it's sort of beast magic, and beast doesn't have as much of a sort of sort of big frontline wiping out thing. Amber Spear can be really useful though. Can be really useful. Flock of Doom just does like damage over time almost. You just spam it. It's a very spammable thing, so it just slowly weakens. But Arnspool's Black Horror is just wipe out whatever unit it touches. Get on with it. And it's not going to cost anything because it's bound, which is great. So let's do that. Gives us just a good way to clear out the front line, you know? It's very important there. Very important. So, Toran Rock. We are getting the gold mines sorted over there. And we've got, you know, an alright garrison there. But High Vale and Salvation Isles both kind of suck. Do we need cavalry there? No, we don't. Could get rid of that income as well. But we're actually upgrading Salvation Isles now. So I will be able to start getting garrisons on these. Kalith Life Quencher. Let's, should be Death Quencher, really. We're quenching his thirst for death. So let's do that. Or is it because he's taking lives? I don't know. I have no idea, but we're going to kill these people is what I'm getting at. Do we need to fight this? No, we don't. We lost to the Harpies again. Of course we did. Of course we did.
Feel my whip.
Well, we killed the things, so I can't be too mad. A little bit mad, but I can't be too mad. I'm not too mad. I'm just enough mad. So let's, yeah, I guess we're at war with these little sods now. We've destroyed Tiranoc. That's all of the Ulthuan High Elves dealt with. The only faction left is Nagarath, which no one ever trusted anyway. Imagine that. So, let's see. You know what? Trace is actually pretty high tier. I think I am going to let them... Hang on, it's just Trace, right? Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm going to give them slaves too. You have slaves too. Have fun. Have fun with that. Yep. Because, we do have a few. We do have a few here. Not many, but a few. So, let's start feeding that. Slave pens. Boom. Because we have good public order here, you know? We have good public order here. A lot of that is down to the right that we're using, but that right is great. That public order is banked, and that is a wonderful thing with that system. So, a Dark Elf Harbour. Should we go with that? No, we gotta upgrade the main buildings. Just got to. Just got to. So, Toralistor. Let's just go with extra cash from Portalistor, might as well.
Hateful bidding.
Okay, now, if I move here, I will be able to help with Tor Sathai once I reach there, which is quite good. And Caledor's Repose. Interesting. Except that's kind of miles away, but whatever. I'll start moving around, because we want to get Vol's Anvil, and then we'll have to get Galleon's Graveyard. So, you start heading for the ship. And, yeah, Admiral Tomalak will start heading for this treasure, I think. Cool. And then Elon will be... And Kalith Life Quencher and Elon will be on defense, I think, for the most part. Same with Beleg. And we should probably get another army soon, like up here somewhere. Maybe hang out in Mistnar so we can run to Albion or elsewhere. We'll see. We'll think about it. We'll probably have a few, like, little armies just dotted all over the place. Just to fill out the garrisons. That might be how we do it, rather than having, like, a big army minding a huge area. We'll just have a couple of smaller armies that can supplement the garrisons, you know, which will hopefully be fairly robust. That's the plan. Is that a good plan? We'll soon find out. So, let's move on.
My beasts have more wit and honour than you, swine.
Oh, this is wonderful. So Nagarath, I think, has finally realised that his reluctance to accept the Dark Elves, you know, his kin from Nagarath, his reluctance to accept them was poorly thought out. So, although, you know what, like, he just shouldn't be happy with anyone. Clearly, he's more concerned with holding a grudge against Malekith than he is dealing with any new grudge that may occur. So, yeah, okay, fine. Fine. Clearly he knows that me and Malekith are at odds, so he's willing to trade with me. It's very strange. But if he's going to keep fighting Magarond, I will help fund him with trade. I'm totally fine with that.
Do you not understand that I am your superior, wretch?
Oh, is he gonna... No, he wants non-aggression pact. I'm going to say no. Because I actually want all of Ulthuan, because Vol's Anvil will help me get the resources I need.
The wild speak to me.
Could gone evil choir master. I love the fact that there are evil choir masters for evil choirs. It's just such a silly thing. And, oh, I would like the extra cash, but nope. Need to make sure I've got walls everywhere, because random Chaos Army is going to show up from all over the place. Also, we're out of harpies again. Oh, I could actually just straight up replace them.
We're going to need a bigger cave.
We could. And we did. Word of Pain is wonderful. Power of Darkness. I always find, like, I rarely see enough of a benefit from Power of Darkness. I'm sure there's a benefit, or else it wouldn't exist, but just in all my experience, I find whenever I use it, the potential increase is irrelevant because the battles don't last long enough for that potential increase to actually come to fruition. So, yeah, I just don't see any point in it. I really don't. Okay, so we're good over there. Elon, you head down here, please. You are going to go for Torsa Thigh, but not yet, apparently. You're going to head here, and you're going to raid. That'll annoy him. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Ha. Excellent. So, Rakarth, my boy. You're quite slow at sea, aren't you? Yes, you are. Also, harpies are quicker now. It does one's temperament good to channel aggression via the appropriate Dude, I'm talking, Rakarth. Stop showing off that you're on a boat, okay? We get it. You're on a boat. With your flippy floppies. So, Factor. When your rulers consider themselves above such low professions, there is money to be made for the wily merchant. Extra trade income. That sounds useful. Let's put that on someone. How about you, Rakarth? Seeing as how you're all on a boat and whatnot. There you go. You can have that. Lovely. And, Shakara, because you're going to loiter here. Let's give you, here we go, extra income from all buildings in the local region. Let's give you an overseer. Sounds good to me. Also, I guess you should have some random stuff, because I do have some sort of knackered old things knocking about here. Not very good stuff here, genuinely. Potion of Healing and Toughness. We have a few of those, so I may as well just dish them out to where I see them. Have 6% ward save. That'll help a bit. Elon, how about you? Nope. Sure. Hey, that seems a bit pointless. Is there something that can up melee attack? That's good. Good support item. And another potion of healing. Make sure you stay safe. And that'll do. Good. I'm actually going to have you run a little quicker, because once I declare war on the vampire pirates, I want to make sure that I can destroy everything on land before they show up. That would be rather lovely. Ugh, it's such a shame you can't collect treasures when you're in March stance. But you can't. You can't. It's against the rules. Oh, and you haven't moved, but I don't want you to move. I mean, I do want you to move, but you can't move, because I need you to be around so I can use the bombards. Right over the mountains, which is amazing. I don't know how they're able to communicate, you know, or to sort of spot line of sight here. Maybe just harpies? Very good at just sort of pointing. I don't know. Different coloured harpies fly at slightly different distances, and you can tell by the colour of the harpy how far away they are. Yep. This is why I'm the Beastlord. I have lots of great ideas. Ward save for Witch Elves and Sister Slaughter sounds good, and Untainted faction-wide is going to be useful with the whole Chaos invasions coming in thick and fast soon enough. So let's do that. Ooh, the dagger. What's going on here, then? Your lord has been caught secretly commissioning one of the court blacksmiths to create a sublime dagger enchanted with curses. I mean, go, shoo. I have no time for this nonsense. Be like, hee hee hee, I have a dagger. Or, I can stab them with the dagger, and then I get a dagger, which has the ability Dark Venom, which is actually pretty good. Extra 90% base weapon damage. It's not bad. Poison attacks, weapon strength, I mean, that's all good stuff. I do find it quite sad that if you tell her to go away, then she doesn't get the dagger, you know? So, do you want to stab them? They will get experience for it, which is pretty hilarious. Oh, I could just pay for it. Cut the smith's throat. Why would I still get the dagger? I guess he's done making the dagger. But if he can make good daggers, why would I kill him? That just seems silly. I guess I'm going to stab the lord. Sorry, Elon. Lol. And Yorian, I remember her. I really do remember her. So that'll do. Sea legs. If you... Oh, good. Extra campaign movement range. That's wonderful. If you can't keep your lunch down whilst everyone around you is losing theirs, then the Navy is the place for you. And Elon's hurt, but we got a dagger out of it. Howling Winds. Oh, good. Kareth managed to get some more wolves from raiding here. Prowling the wild forests of this region, wolf packs descend upon the unwary in search of their next meal. Thus, it was but a matter of time before the raids into their pardon me, into their territory, resulted in a confrontation. Though wild, vicious, and resourceful, the Dark Elves were able to tame the wolves. Because they're unruly and... because... Anyway. Beast Tamer, that sounds fun. Charge bonus for Harpies, Hydras, Charybdises, Dragons, Manticores, and Bloodrat Medusas. Also charge bonus for Cold Ones. Cold Ones and Cold Ones. All the Cold Ones. Also more things for Cold Ones. Do you have any Cold Ones? Don't have any Cold Ones. Ah. He's very good at Cold Ones. You could get a lot of things for Cold Ones. He can also kindle the Fury. Should we have him kindle the Fury? Let's have him kindle the Fury. That sounds like a giggle.
The wild speak to me.
Okay, so first off, let's get this treasure.
Cain favors me.
Nom nom nom. Delicious. So, from the crow's nest come shouts that broken masts can be seen piercing the ocean surface. The looking at has spotted a sunken ship lying in the waters amongst some distant shoals, located far from an inhabited shoreline or any known sailing routes. It has the markings of a pirate galleon. A mysterious sunken pirate ship in this location cannot be here without good reason, and perhaps that reason involves treasure. We must take a closer look. The hold of a pirate ship likely contains great wealth.
There shall be torment.
I mean, did you think we were really going to bother fighting such a tiny army? And we found a Terror of the Deep. Did anyone play Terror from the Deep? The second XCOM game of old. It was nightmarishly difficult, to the point where it was just horrible. It was just the worst. It's just disgusting. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Completed the first game a billion times. Terror from the Deep? No. Just no. Horrible. I hate it. Anyway, even the primeval horrors of the deep are no match for your iron will, lured to the surface by the clashing of battle and churning of the waves. A brutish Charybdis is now bound to your control. How delicious the terror of your foes will be as they flee from the writhing mass of tentacles that seek to crush their bones and deliver them whole into the creature's gaping maw. Nom nom nom. We also got a Hydra Blade. Ooh, well, isn't that exciting? And some lost cargo. Plus 30 growth from all provinces, an extra 10% income from all regions is really good. That is really good. Our income has just skyrocketed. So as you approached the wreckage, a galleon of undead pirates appeared in a cloud of broadside guns and hissing black powder weapons, seeking to claim the sunken ship's treasure for themselves. After defeating the undead freebooters, you looted their galleon's coffers before sailing on to claim the wreckage from the sunken ship for yourself. Cool stuff. And we got another overseer, which I should give to someone else. Who else is babysitting? This guy's going to be babysitting, isn't he? You can have an overseer. Why not? And a kettle drummer, I suppose. Oh, and again, an envoy, so everyone will be happy with us. That'll stop the other ones from declaring war on us for... I mean, I say no reason. Plenty of very good reasons. I guess have a Hydra Blade, why not? Yeah, 6% ward save. There you go. And let's start upgrading other things. Because I can. Good. I think you actually need to stay here, although I'd prefer we were getting bonus income from somewhere with income. You know. He kind of needs to babysit that for a bit. So, devastating charge for Rakarth sounds nice. I can get Foe Seeker, which would be pretty tasty. And for you, my girl, level 31 Boudica now. Very cool. Get magic resistance, maybe? Now, let's spread public order. Everywhere she goes. Cheerful. Alright, you keep heading that way. So yeah, we're going to try and take this out while nobody's home. It's going to be a little bit... Actually, I wonder if it'll be difficult or not. If there's no other army there, if it's just the garrison we have to deal with, I think it'll be pretty straightforward, just because we have like the mobility to be able to get on top of all the sort of dangerous artillery and things that could be looming there, you know? Like we've got our harpies that can charge in, we've got our giant wolves. And, yeah, I just think the Corsairs are just so good for dealing with the zombies. You can just charge right at them. They can kill them in melee, they can get some damage in while they're chasing. It's just, yeah, they do good work. They do good work. Oh, and of course, if Depth Guard turn up, you just run away from them and just kill them as you run. It's great. But, yeah, I think we're going to... Yeah, oh god, our loyalty sucks. Luckily, we have a better chance of, we have a good chance of it going up periodically. So, you know, that's good. Because we have that right underway. Alright, let's just skim through, shall we? Ah, you got a few things. Let's get a garrison there, and some more money, why not? And, oh, good, better garrison for you. And, Oh, we don't have the slave pens here yet. So let's get the slave pens now. Just because I don't see this going poorly anytime soon. So yeah, let's get the extra public order as well. Hjalmar the Farsighted and Karl Bloodaxe aren't actually coming for us. They're going for oh, hang on. What? That's Hag Grief. How did you get there? Okay, so he's just taken. So Malice just turned up out of the blue somewhere. And or maybe he was up here. No, because Hag I don't know. No idea. I think he probably sailed across the world from the Dragon Isles and took this from Nagarythe. This is Nagarythe's ritual being done. Probably make some deals with this guy.
To get what I must.
Trade agreement. I get an extra 600 quid. Guess I get a non-aggression pact. And military access. And now give me a load of money. Demand payment. Ah. He seemed into it.
I do not.
Thanks. Well, that's pretty good. It seems actually like all of the... Oh, that's weird. Since when did this happen? I thought they all hated me.
Speak. What brings you before the Lord of the Black
Oh, okay. You can trade with me too, then. Cool. And give me a load of money. I thought they all hated me. They seem to hate me for a very long time. Like, all of them. Just universally, I seemed hated by all the Dark Elves, so... This is a nice change.
You know of my powers, and
I can just get trade from all of them. It's pretty great. That much. Bit more? Alright, that'll do. Said they're very weak economically, so...
plans do you wish to lay before me?
God, this is wonderful. Just, I'm sure everyone hated me. Not sure why they all love me all of a sudden. I think it's because we were fighting all of the people on the incorrect coast for so long. So it's people that, although they were high elves, it was only this coast, right, with Tyrannok, that were actually at war with all these people for ages. So it was only fighting them that really just cheered everyone up. Because if we look, military actions against Tyrannok has given us 75. Which is really big. Really big. Also, we've got technology and a few other bits and bobs, but still, this is wonderful.
Don't be scared by my helm. As
You're gonna be earning so much money.
is. Fear the being that wears it.
It's not that intimidating, mate. Like, I'd stare dragons down, okay? Like, I'm not gonna be, like, a little tentacle mask isn't exactly gonna stop
With no
me.
mercy.
Alright, so how much money are we making now? That, all of those trade agreements got us maybe 2 grand. We don't really have a lot of trade income. You know, we don't have a lot of trade goods, sadly. But, we did just earn a ton more money, which is pretty great. Big fan of that. Ah, let's get some more trade goods as well. Oh, hello. Slave trader palaces. Oh, well, now we definitely need to make sure that we get extra slaves from this area. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Because this is, the Broken Lands are what the two sort of, the two travelling legendary lords were sort of fighting over. Confederating, so Lokir and ourselves, you know, Rakarth. So it makes sense there would be some interesting bonus there. So that's really cool. Let's get rid of that. Even though I do really want that built, but the bigger garrison there is really expensive, so it immediately frees up the money I need for it. So slave traders' palaces. This palace is the result of years of backbreaking labour. Somebody else's, of course, not mine. No, no. Income from slave pens and slave markets plus 30%, all regions in this province. Slave decline rate is minus 5% for all provinces. And slave public order penalty is minus 10% for all provinces. And it gives us a bunch of corsairs as a garrison, which is really cool. That's really good. That is really good to see. In fact, so good to see that I need to get rid of all these buildings so I can get the slave buildings. Ooh, including here. Awkward. Yeah, public order's going to be a bit screwy, but that's okay. Is it okay? Oh, we're upgrading that, so yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I'll probably babysit it with an army at some point. But yeah, this place could earn us some good cash soon enough. So yeah, we are, the Broken Lands were one of the ones that we put in here. I need to check, because this is just not something I ever bother with. But yeah, we're good. Salvation Isles can still upgrade you, might as well. And now it's time to declare war. Finally. A lot of admin in this episode. And wow. Wow. I'm amazed that it thinks this poorly of us. I guess we need to fight some... Mates, chill, okay? So I guess...
Send them to the underworld.
Alith, mate.
Show them nature's cruelty.
So anyway, we're going to fight Harry Butters at...
Time for a mauling.
I know, I'm teasing you guys. Every time I hover over the attack button, he talks. You know, I'm well aware. I know you guys will tell me that, you were doing that yourself, you silly Billy. But how dare you? I'm not a silly Billy.
Show them nature.
Okay, so we got a Harpies. Shove them to one side. All you ladies and gentlemen are going to run straight in like lunatics. And I guess all you lot can just run straight at the gates, huh? Cool. And you have nothing to attack. I guess you can attack these guys. But there's not a lot going on over here, is there? Okay, good. Also, frame rate's a bit unhappy. Haven't dropped any frames, though. It's okay. Just a little stutter. We're all good. Okay, so a Blade Wind would be fun to use on the Depth Guard, I must say. Okay, come on, Harpies. Get stuck in, yeah? Good boys. And, yeah, they're going to try and shoot me. Rude. I mean, do these guys want to attack? I really don't know. We're good. Okay, so you can blow up everybody. So yeah, we're good. We're good. Love it. So did lose some doggos, but that's okay. Let's throw in a Blade Wind, because we can. I don't think these do magic damage, but let's find out. Oh wow, that went pretty well actually. Good for you. Good for you, girl. Good for you. So it seems that we've wiped out all of them. I guess attack him now? And is that going to attack? I did aim for them, right? Oh, good. I did some damage. Nothing major, but some. Alright, then Lillian. Okay. Yeah, Depth Guard getting taken out. And I suppose we are... Oh, hello. Hello, weird strobing settlement. We're fine, we're fine. I guess I'll just start blasting these guys. Is that overkill? Yeah, it is. Of course it is. It's part of the fun. Okay, good. And, yep, that's been deployed. And, oh, I don't know. You attack that. And that lightning is probably the best thing to have attacked these guys with, but... It's fine, we have Harpies. Alright, go chase those deck droppers. And, hooray! So, so the Corsairs I don't think are actually going to hold out particularly well against the Depth Guard, if I'm being perfectly honest. But, yeah, the Corsairs won't, but the Sisters Slaughter they just don't take damage quick enough. Also, I think we've done enough damage to these guys that they're probably going to start crumbling pretty soon anyway. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, good. Are we in yet? Oh, we are in. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys get stuck in then. Oh, joy. Joy. Alright, in you get, lads. Ladies, rather. And how are things looking over this way? Fine. Fine. We are just going to chase them to the ends of the earth, aren't we? Yes, we are. Perfect. I guess you can harass Harry Butters. And yeah, we've basically done all the things now. We've done all the killing. All the killing is done. Okay, fine. Finish off the Depth Guard. Come on. They're done? They're done. Slay, Queen. Alright. You do you. And you're out of ammo. That's okay. And they've been wiped out. And Harry Butters is getting buttered. Where's everyone else? You guys, did you catch them? I think we did. I think we caught them. And that's a win. Oh, no, it's not. There's still some Depth Guard here, which are crumbling. They really should have got involved a little sooner, shouldn't they? Let's zap them with the, what's it called again? Bolt of Spite. It can't miss, so... Well, it says it can't miss. It definitely missed. There's nothing left to hit. So I guess I can't complain too much. Okay, good. So, Loot Occupi. Let's fix it up a bit. It's already got a watchtower, which is perfect, and torch posts will help keep it happy while we continue to conquer. So it's actually spot on. Yeah, Rakarth is still grabbing plenty more treasure, which is great. And now, Tomalak Barb Storm. So I'm a bit burpy at the moment. I've been quaffing cold tea in loading screens. Because that was like the only real loading screen we've had. And so, you know, had to had to drink it before it was a write-off. No one likes cold tea. And if someone suggests a microwave, you are scum. And I don't want you here anymore. You can leave. You know where the exit is. Okay? Don't you dare suggest such a heinous thing. Ever. How dare you? You know who you are. Anyway, so, yeah, we're good. We're good. Really, I don't mind too much. I don't care what you do with your cups of tea. It's your cup of tea. It's just a fun meme, isn't it? So we do have the Chilasontar available, and the Siren of Red Ruin, so we could get them in an army pretty soon, which would be quite nice. I would quite like that. But perhaps we'll put them in one of the defending armies that will no doubt have to spawn out of the ground in a minute. Yeah, we'll see. Let's, I think we'll just crack on. So yeah, Caledor's Repose and Vul's Anvil will be ours before long. I imagine that Charlie Verdish here may try and attack Yorian, but I think Yorian's probably got this. I'd wager. So I think we're good.
Arm yourself, dear brackets. This one means us no harm.
Hello, Malekith. What would you like? Military Alliance. I can't be bothered to watch him just do admin between turns, so I'm gonna say no. And yes, here we go. So it looks like we can do it. I'm happy to auto resolve this. I mean, I would just like, given the fact that this is all unknown, you know, I'd be happy to fight it, but I can't be bothered because I know it's a win. So we'll just see if auto resolve does it, and if we take ludicrous casualties, then I'll load and we'll fight it. But you know, I want to move the campaign along, and this battle just doesn't. It's just not consequential. So. Oh, we lost a bit. It's fine. That'll do.
This was your destiny.
That's enough for the time saved, you know. So, let's have a look. This is Yorian, who is actually loyalty critical right now. So the Battle of the Beastmaster. I'm still burping. Can't help it. Just don't chug tea. Doesn't work. Also, you don't really enjoy it when you do that, but, you know. So the Battle of the Beastmasters is upon us. Karond and Karond Kar throw their greatest monsters at one another in a show of strength, pride, and cunning. Malekith is set to favour Karond this season. Maybe something could be done. Something should happen to the opposition. Let's have a look. So we could spend some money, and yeah, that's perfect. We'll make sure Yorian's happier. Like, I'm content with that. So a bunch of people died, which is fantastic. I'm glad we killed a lot of their agents. That's a big investment of time, you know. Agents, you got to level them up again. It's a problem for them. So that's good. Okay, Vicious Dreadlord, let's get you stuck in, shall we? So Yorian, I think I might have Yorian go for Caledor's Repose, while I get Calith down to Vul's Anvil. I think he's better equipped for this. Although he is currently suffering some attrition thanks to horrible vampiric corruption. We will need to sort that out, won't we? God, calm down, everybody. Everybody talking on top of each other. Let's get better. Okay, let's get Power of Darkness, I suppose, just so we have it. Even though I don't really rate it very highly. Evershale. Get you a garrison. Excellent. Actually, do we want a garrison yet? No, we don't. I've decided that I want Dark Elf Manors so we get better replenishment. Not replenishment. Well, it does add to replenishment, or better growth. I want this place to get nice high tier. I want Guy and Vale to be up to tier 5 at some point. Speaking of tier 5, let's get our Dark City built. So, major coastal settlement here, the full horrid nature of the Druki is on display for all to see. Because, you know, they were keeping it real quiet up until now. Anyway, 6,781 income from this area now, which is ludicrous. Also, we can get rid of this growth building, we don't need that anymore. And, yeah, we'll get more slave pens. Excellent. This is great. This is doing well. It's going to earn us a lot of money. A lot of scratch. So, Torfinu I can upgrade as well as the port in Port Elestor, also the crafting district and the Dark Palisade. Hooray! Seriously, we are rolling in money right now. It's fantastic. I would recruit like a bunch more troops, but I really like that we have a bunch of upgrades that can be made, basically. So, slave pens, and slave pens. Now, get some slaves in, because we really need more slaves here. Like, we really do. How many slaves do we have here? It says 20%. How many do we have? 3,000. Okay, cool. That's presumably earning us some money, I don't know. We'll soon find out. Okay. But yeah, I like having all this money that we can use to bump up our infrastructure. I mean, we will be doing another ritual next turn, which will spawn more stuff, and then we can just, like, scrabble to get a bunch of troops together. Like, I'm happy to do that. That works perfectly well for me. Perfectly well for me. Even though local recruitment is, yeah, I would like to get some Sister Slaughter in this army, actually. So we got something a little bit more talented kicking around. Because this area, terrible garrison still. If we get more armies spawning here, we're just going to lose those places over and over again. We will have to babysit them in a big way that I'm not sure I can be bothered to do, but oh well. Oh well. Alright, seeing as how you're suffering attrition anyway, may as well get a move on. Hopefully we can get to Vol's Anvil next turn and Kaldor's Repose next turn, so we can take them both before we do the next ritual. And hopefully, Rakarth can get more treasure. Maybe he can just reach that. I don't think you need to be in the middle of the circle. Yeah, there we go. So, while on an ocean crossing, an island inexplicably rises out of the sea before you. As your fleet approaches, the crew hear an eerie but ensnaring song that carries over the turbulent surf, a tune that promises much, with lyrics singing of everything, from the untold reaches of Greece's gold tooth to some of Nagash's secrets of undeath. The verses foretell of the attainment of great power and wealth. All you must do is order your vessel closer to shore. It is what the sirens want. And,
My beasts shall prevail.
Sirens will get it. And we go to the Charybdis, lovely, and another 5 grand. Hooray! Yeah, we're rolling in money, I love it. And see if we can go a little bit faster. Good. God, it's going to take a long time to get to Galleon's Graveyard. They'll almost certainly have more armies ready for us, but, I mean, you know, we got a good army ourselves. I'm sure we'll be fine, probably. Mostly. Okay, I think we're good. So, I will need to move him slightly, take those 2, and then he can double back to grab some treasure. Shrine of Loic we can upgrade. Although, I think I want to go for the Dark Palisade first. Oh, good, and we can do the port. In that case, I'll do everything. Hooray! Good stuff. And now we spent a lot of money again. Even though I did actually want some extra money so I could get some more troops. I guess I'm just not going to bother. That works for me. Okay, so I think we're just shy of 45 minutes, but I'm trying to bring the average to 45 minutes for episodes, as I'm sure I mentioned earlier, because I just keep overshooting by so much. It's just silly, really. So, I'm going to end it here. This feels like a good place to end, because once I hit end turn, we're going to be completing the ritual. I'd quite like to do that next episode, I think. You know, we'll have Ulthuan united under our tyranny. Our tyrannous rule, so that's going to be really nice. And hopefully be able to wipe out Galleon's Graveyard as well. I mean, it'll probably be inhospitable. Taking it might be fun, just so we can claim to have control over the seas, you know. It just feels like narratively interesting if we take it, perhaps. I'm not sure I want to babysit it, though, so it will be a toss-up when we get there, we'll see. But could be fun. But yeah, I think we have Ulthuan now, and it's be a case of battening down the hatches, and cranking out all of these rituals, which should be a little quicker once we get Vol's Anvil. So we're making progress. We're on the home stretch now. I know it only seems like we're right at the beginning. We're on Ritual 1, but, I mean, let's be honest, we're the strongest faction in the game. We have a ton of money, so we can have another, like, 3 or 4 armies kicking around Ulthuan. We're set. We're basically set. So, you know, it's all good. So, guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.